Turn and chop with fist is one of my favorite gestures in the long form. There's a lot of intricate hand changes, so we're going to have a little bit of a challenge trying to get that across because the camera's in a static place. So I'm going to change perspectives quite a bit, and I'm going to cover two gestures at the same time. Intercept and punch follows turn and chop with fist because it flows into it fairly nicely. So I'm going to show you the whole thing we're going to cover, and then we'll go into the details. We ended up with fan through the back. From here, we're just going to turn, do a pigeon-toed stance, develop a fist, pull the right foot back, step over a railroad track, block down, move this hand across our center, open this hand, flip them at the same time. As we fan out, we're going to slowly shift to the back foot, develop a fist in the right hand. When I cross my forearm, I'm going to open this hand. I'm going to do a chop, and then I'm going to pull back, step over to the corner. So you've done this before in the earlier part of the form. This is just the other intercept and punch. So you should be very familiar with that particular step, that particular footwork. Okay? Here I'll do it from starting with my back towards the camera, then you'll see it from the front. I'm going to shift all my way to my right leg, turn my left foot around so that I'm in a pigeon-toed stance, and in the rear corner, this is just like short form style. Step over the railroad tracks. I'm going to break somebody's nose. Open my hands, flip them, slowly sink back, develop a fist, cross my forearm, open, strike, pull back. And then I'm just going to do what you already know. Step to the right corner, intercept, and punch. Okay, so I'm going to face the camera for this part. When I come around from the fan through the back, all right, actually, let me actually do that. As I shift my weight, I'm going to pull my left foot around. I'm going to reach to the right rear corner, and I'm going to be in a pigeon-toed stance. I'm going to develop this fist slowly, pull the right foot back. So now my feet are pointing to the corner that I was just reaching towards. I'm going to step over the railroad tracks. Now, when I put my toes down and I hit 50-50, that's when you want to drop your elbow of your right hand as the left hand continues to block down. If an imaginary person was punching at me, I'm going to be blocking their hand down to create room for me to strike and catch them on the nose. All right, that's why the strike ends at a 45-degree angle. So I'm blocking down. So the important part is that when your toes go down, drop your elbow, your fist is going to come up under your chin. So you're blocked down and make your strike. Now the next thing we do is we move our coat aside. Basically, back in the day, the guys who were martial artists also happened to be doctors, and the way that you could identify a doctor is they had their own wardrobe. So they had very long coats that went down between their knee and their foot. So that's how you could say, if I needed a doctor's help, look for the long coat guys. And they usually have long pigtails too. Those are the doctors, and they were also martial artists. So what we're doing here in this gesture is the thumb is touching my center, and I'm moving my coat aside so that I can open up the seam and create space for me to kick if I need it. So that's what's going on here. We're just clearing a place for us to do a kick. All right, so that starts the gesture. I do this, and I open this hand. Now I flip both hands at the same time, and here's the tricky part. I'm going to start to shift my weight from my 50-50 stance very slowly into my rear foot, and I gotta time it. I'm gonna do all this stuff, and I'm gonna try to time it so that when I'm at the end of my gesture, this gesture, I'm 100% in this rear leg. So, move the coat aside, open the hand, flip them, start to shift very slowly to the back leg. When your right hand is down by your hip, you're gonna start to form a fist, but we're still moving slowly. I'm not quite back there yet, because if I pick up my foot, you can see that I'm still not 100-0. My hand continues to hold this fist, but once my knuckles cross my forearm, the meridian lines in here, I open this hand, but it's going to continue to raise up, and I'm still shifting to the back leg to my left ear. My left hand is out away from me because the last thing I'm going to do is pull my left hand down to my dantian and strike with my right hand. At this juncture, I now should have 100% in my left leg. So the tricky part, starting from here, after I did fan through the back, turn and chop, boom. All right, open the coat, flip my hands, slowly shifting my weight to the back foot, still shifting, slowly, 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 open, still shifting, still shifting, still shifting, done shifting, 100-0. To continue to the intercept and punch, just follow this flow, bring your right foot back, develop another fist. Now, step to the corner like you're familiar with in the earlier part of the form. Hands are up here. This is a chamber. Just like before, I do an arcing strike. I do an interception. I'm in a center step. My hand's not quite on my hip yet. I'll chamber, then I'll pull back and strike. Okay? So let's take a look from this angle here. I'm still going to do it as if I was doing it in the common direction, but I want you to get all sides. So from here, I'm going to shift to my right leg. This is my front. So I'm going to shift to my right leg, and I got to turn all the way to my right rear corner. Bring this foot around and point to that right rear corner. Reach to the right rear corner. Shift into your left leg. Develop the fist. When the hand is over the foot, straighten it out. Drag it back next to your left foot. Step over the railroad track. And block down. Drop the elbow. Block down and strike. Move the coat aside. Open this hand. Flip them. Fan. Now slowly shift your weight back. Develop a fist in your right hand. When the knuckles cross the meridian line, open. Still shifting to the back leg. Still shifting to the back leg. Now I'm 100% in the back leg. See? Pull the right foot back. Develop another fist. Step to the right rear corner. This is your intercept and punch. And there you go. Okay, that's pretty much it. Look at those two angles, see if you can piece it together. Actually, let me do one more from the front. Move the coat aside, open the hands, flip, slowly start to shift back, open, chop, pull back, step to the corner, and punch. So from here, this is that deflect, same idea as from before. Just bring this down, cut across, intercept, and punch. All right, now that I'll do this in 6 directions. One of them isn't going to make any sense because my back's going to be to the camera. You'll probably, I don't know if you get any benefit out of that or not. What's going to happen there is that I'm going to start with my fan through the back here. So if you're doing a follow along when I'm doing the silent stuff, put your back to the camera and then just move. Just try to figure out like when you think would be a good time to move so that when you come around, I'll be facing you and then you'll mirror me in that particular case. So again, this one's kind of tricky. I'll just do those directions and you can kind of figure out how to match me for your own practice purposes.